What's up, guys? Mikey. Hope you guys had a good day yesterday. Um, I'm really gonna go over Mnpr, Clls, and Aldx. Mnpr, guys, was a pre-market play only, and I'll break it down. Okay. The open. I'll break down this chart too real quick. All right. All right. This one had some beautiful structure. Pre-market. Okay. And actually, I went over this in yesterday's morning prep. I didn't really see any true breakdown volume candles, right? And then I did have some daily demand zones. And then I broke down a intraday breakdown zone right here. Okay. Again, they don't have to be super perfect. I tapped a few candles and ran it. I just know where I'm working. Okay. And this is also a pre-existing daily supply zone. Okay. Now, pre-market structure, after hour structure, so important leading into open. Okay. I had an average volume sitting around about 100K on this name. And then you can see this thing is spiking well over that and really not shoving to the upside. Okay. That's super important. All right. Now I'm going to break down the book more because, yeah, these are just candlesticks. Okay. All right. Again, pre-market play only. If you actually kind of zoomed in and understand the structure, this is pretty nice, tight control on the best offer and best bid. All right. Then they threw in some offers, okay, for more control. Okay. This was that area that I was talking about with daily demand. Okay. You can see a seller tries to come in here and then the seller gets exhausted. Okay. And then they went to go ahead and retest prior pivots, consolidated again, and then some bidders stepped up. Okay. Now, what's really important is as soon as volume comes in on this one, you see this type of action. Okay. All right. Now, what's really important too is also when things pull back, they don't break down. Okay. And this is what you're seeing over here. Things pull back, things don't break down, things make new highs, and then actually things start to, you see a stuff candle right here with some igniting sell volume. Okay. Now, if you're even looking at this and you're seeing average volume, okay, this right here really stood out, this 905 candle. Okay. On the book, this is what we're seeing. Okay. Nothing but sell pressure. All right. And this one too pretty much sold off all the way until open. Okay. Now let's dive into this open. All right. I did take this trade too. Okay. I did take this trade too. Okay. Here goes a nice false breakdown and then accumulation right here. The only thing that's not okay is that there's no bid support on this move. Okay. So you had to be quick. All right. And I'm telling you, looking at the charts is tough to actually see, hey, is it time to bill? Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. It's pretty much what I was doing. I was like, I soaked some, accumulated some, and then I was like, oh, it's time to get paid. This thing is going to rip. Ran into an offer. Buyers got exhausted. And then there's all this offers starting to pull in right here. All right, and no more buyers are interested. And then there is zero support. What goes up must come back right back down. Okay, that's super important. All right, Vin, I know you were probably like, hey, what's going on? So Vin, super important as we see our CDIOs, alts, all of our NVVE runners, all these previous runners are phenomenal. They're great, but this is, hey, this is a signal to it's time to bail, maybe take profits, or maybe reduce size and just probably cut for a break-even trade. Okay, there's some time, if anyone's soaked right here, like I did, there is time to bail and pretty much small green or a flat trade and then move on. right? As you see right here, there's a lot of aggressive sellers, okay, compared to the aggressive buyers. You can see average volume even on the book. It's super important, okay? All right, and after that, I mean, hey, this was short territory all day. All right, offers came in. There's no more aggressive buying, and in fact, there's just aggressive selling into previous key areas. Okay, and this is your typical, right? Your typical lower high. This is nice control. Okay, very nice control. They open it up to generate another lower high. Okay, and there is no difference of this setup up here compared to our open bell setup over here. Other than that, you have some open market volume volatility, which creates a little bit of FOMO and chasers and slappers to boop, 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 and then they got a bail. Love it. Okay. All right. And yeah, this is another example of them opening up the pocket and saying, haha, got you, and threw an offer up, and then they closed. Okay. Very, very important. All right. And the book is going to help you. It's phenomenal. All right. I'm telling you, I probably would have got burned on something like this in the past, trying to hold and pops and then dumps right on me. Yeah, never again, right? Really quick, right? You see some buyers step up right here. It's pulling back and tries to ignite and then it fails. Okay. To me, this was even a nice area to soak because this is previous supply looking for it to turn into demand, right? So not a bad area to me. And it all depends on how you guys draw your zones, okay? When I draw them, I look for confluence on the book. That's it. No EMAs, nothing like that. Um, so yeah, okay. All right. Uh, this one, okay, these two. These two are phenomenal. Okay, what is this guy doing? Okay, or what is she doing? Okay. All right. The structure on this one is also phenomenal. But here's the difference, guys. These guys are large floats or larger floats than definitely what I'm used to. Okay. So it's very important to understand that, right? And then understand the soaks that come in this. Okay. Um, yeah, without the book, guys, you can't really see the manip or how they are spoofing and controlling this bad boy or bad girl, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to say, right? There's so much control, okay, here on both sides. And the beauty about this one is that you really had to pay attention to when the big boys want to play. All right, it's very clear when they step up here, here, okay? It's very clear when these guys are controlling this stock, right? There's so many times on this one when they kept showing their hands, and boy, did buyers step up here, okay? This is a nice false breakdown over here, okay? You guys got to really zoom in, right? And start to analyze this a lot different than a lot of retail traders would without the book, okay? And here's the thing. Every single name, guys, is going to be different, right? So it's very important to understand float, okay? Understand when someone's trying to come in, all right, and show their hand, okay? And this thing actually kept repeating some very similar patterns, okay? Very similar patterns, all right? Over and over and over again, all right? And then finally, the top came in, guys, too. If you don't have the Omni feed, too, it's going to show you ARCA and these other big exchanges. Then you're also missing out, all right? I had all these up, and I just took them all off, but, you know, I do recommend this for people who want to see different sides of the liquidity, and then you can pull them up, right? I'm not going to be able to pull that one up, but I'll pull up, we'll pull up Actually, I'll pull this one up today, just in case there's a couple things going on with that one for later. Looks like it's trying to break down 320s right now. Yeah, so it's popped back up into previous daily supply. See if it's going to come support again. Okay, you kind of see that over here. Okay, nice little offer right here. Same type of games looks like it's going on. Nice little spoof, nice control. Okay, this is beautiful control, guys. Okay, it's phenomenal. It's easy to see and read now. Okay. I am UX. Nice. Okay. Uh, we gapped up. I'm like, where's the chart? Mikey. I tell you sometimes, Mikey. Okay. All right. The biggest thing that I learned too, guys, from these plays and Aldx too as well, guys, is the float is a lot bigger. All right. These little weak breakdowns are nothing compared to the overall float, and then the overall guys who are stepping up to slap. I mean, look at these orders going through. Now, mind you, this is me zoomed out, right? But you can get an idea of the actual size orders that are combined going through 172K, 183, 140K, I mean 180K. That's 405,000. Okay. Yeah, these are big orders, okay? Very, very important to see that. And then also do a volume comparison, right? They're not really breaking down. And then you got guys coming up over here. Um, I'm trying to grow out a Viking beard, and it's just okay. That's great. Thanks. um, yeah, guys. All right, got thrown off on that one. I guess you can see the beard through that. Yeah, cool. All right. Let's dive into ADLX too. All right. You guys had to really pay attention to the games on this, right? And then really look for certain buyers to step up, because you would see buyers step up, right, when the big boys would come in early on. All right. ALDX. This is another great one. Okay. This is another great one too, and I want to kind of show the chart first. All right, this is actually a nice one. Okay, that's our daily setup right there. Right, nice consolidation. This thing gaps up, almost pulls back to yesterday's pivot. Okay, now the structure on this one was phenomenal too. All right, very important to again see structure, relative volume, and then start to break down the overall chart, and then more importantly, see what they're doing on the book, because that's great. All right, this is another one too. That's a large float, 50 mil. Both of these are about 50 mils, give or take, right? That's what I got on dilution tracker, anyways. All right, it's very important to start breaking these down and see when sellers get absorbed. All right, and then when they're getting absorbed, to also see when it stalls and stops, and see if buyers step up, because on these bigger floats, what I'm getting from the book is that once selling stops, it's game time. All right, and then you're looking for big buyers stepping up. Previous areas of pivot, nice consolidation, nice sideways flag right here. This is what this looks like. Okay, and then this thing starts to take off again. Okay, these are previous areas of interest. The beauty about this is that there is actually some buyers stepping up. Okay, look left. All right, sellers are also getting exhausted. All right, and if you see these, some small selling going on. Yeah, okay. Very important to identify, and then you start seeing the games come in. All right, guys, these are just limits on the bids getting put on there and then pulled, put on there and pulled, right? And then price action starts to increase, and then same type of action over here, here, all the way up. Okay. This one was phenomenal. All right. There wasn't really a lot of selling pressure on this, and you can see this one pretty much trading, all right, in a channel now. Okay. Let's go. You know, this one's pretty much trading in a channel this whole time. Okay. That's very important to identify. Okay, especially on a run. All right, when things are starting to take off. Right. Any sharp pullbacks to previous areas of interest. This is a pivot pullback. You can see it clearly. All right, right here on the book. You don't even have to use your charts. All right, and the reason why I say that, guys, if there's anybody who is super interested in learning the book, guys, got a I could save you some moolah. And more importantly, if you are interested, um, I have a room. This is where all we're focused on. Okay. Um, the reason why I'm saying this is to use this instead of your charts, because you are never going to understand the proper liquidity, how the offers and bid and price action is being used. All right, and the only way to do that is to give full commitment. Right. So all Mikey does, right? And yeah, nobody has to do what Mikey does. I get it. But all Mikey does is just stare at this all day from 0 500 to 1600, and then I'll pull back in and see any after hour runners and really see the price action being done on these. Okay, guys, it's so important than just staring at this kind of stuff. These are just lagging indicators. Okay, there's so many times where this candle will come up right here and there'll be no price action on the book, but it's all it's doing. It's mimicking this and then dumping and pulling back. It's very important to understand that. There's not like sellers came in right here or right here. No, this is just copying his previous candle. Trust me on that one. All right. Breakdowns, guys. Breakdowns. Okay. Oh, Mikey going crazy. All right. They're important, guys. As soon as something breaks down, just throw up a little supply zone or supply slash demand intraday, right? Intra supply demand. All right, we got to see these things actually break down and then get heavy on the book, right? Because there's so many examples of that happening, okay? And then understand where we're trading, all right? Had a nice 4-hour pocket of supply right here. All right, and this thing is actually trying to fail it right now, but it's early on. We're going to look for probably potential continuation on this play. Maybe a nice little pullback, maybe 50% again. Very similar to a couple other names that we mentioned in the morning. But let me see anything else on watch today now. I'm trying to go over let's see. Yeah, no. A lot of these are just no. No. Looks like we are going to relax today. How's this one doing? Potential. Maybe. I think it's volume. Keep this one on watch. What's T-Pet doing? No. Maybe. This reminds me of an MNTS play daily. But then again, the I&O one that I tried, failed. Okay. So, these things might have similarities, guys, but they need volume. Okay. It's very important. Spec 2 still trading sideways, still holding. Okay, well, it might break down on the algo today. All right. And then, okay. Yeah, so these are just some names that I got on watch that I keep monitoring, right? Just looking to see if big boys are going to come in and play ball. A good old Tesla. All right, I already got some zones marked out on this one for today. Just in case, right? Cool. Yeah. Tesla got a little window gap too, so don't forget about this window gap. And we still gotta reclaim these areas. All right. But all right, guys. I'll catch you guys later. I'm gonna go hop in my room and talk to everyone. Peace out.